Alright guys, it is bonus round time, bonus league time. We are playing Jeskai control again, but with a slight twist. Counter squall, this is wrong anyway, this is a black card. So I was thinking about, right, last time I asked you, like in the morning today actually, like I'm just recording a second league here because I'm in an exceptionally good mood. And I'm also waiting for my Pathfinder group to assemble. And it is a Sunday, so it's actually quite fine. So there is a slight twist on what we're going to do today. And before I type it in, I want to know of you, what did you come up with? Think about all the cards first. Pause here for a second. Think about all the cards that would improve our Tron matchup as well as our control matchup with big planeswalkers. And what did you come up with? That is incorrect. We're gonna play Commandeer here. 2 copies, because they get better in multiples. Yeah, so looking Commandeer. There we go. Of course, it's not the most. Oh my god, we have such bad internet again that like even Magic Online is loading for hours here. Da-dum. All right, I'm gonna move to a different room here. This is horrible. And hope that will improve the connection. Let's see if it really does. All right, so what was I gonna say? Yeah, Commandeer, right? So, of course, there are a couple of things that Commandeer cannot solve, but snatching off a Jace, Teferi, or a Karn really changes the pace of the whole game. So, what we're gonna do? So most of the time you're still trading for as a 3-for-1 on the negative, but on the other hand you gain a lot of tempo, and then Planeswalker is also worth more than a card, so they have to remove it, and you do get an activation most of the time. So by the time that happens, we should be on somewhat equal footing, and we can also tap out during our turn, give them an opportunity to resolve something, and then we can still do it in instant speed and discard too. And then if we have a lot of mana, we can just, in the late game, we can just go for it. Hard cast it. It costs 7 though. So, yeah. The good thing about our deck is, like, most of our spells do have blue in them anyway. And therefore, we can, pitch a Lightning Angel, for instance, to a Commandeer, or a Spell Queller. All these double color spells that have blue in them. So that is really a positive here. So, and I came up with it just a couple of minutes ago on my way back upstairs from the gym. Let's see how it performs. Also, I'll make a promise not to swear this entire league. I'll complain, but I won't be swearing. So Commandeer is gonna fill the slot here, cause then we'll get our opponent on the back foot, I think. And yeah, so we have 4. We have so many cards to pitch, like all of these. Only bolts and lightning helixes and path exiles not. So really good, I think. Commandeer, I played it a while ago when I was living in Italy, and I was playing against a friend in a big tournament. Like it was an RPTQ, and we're like 80 people, 90 people in the store. And I was playing my friend on Burn, and I was also I wasn't playing Jeskai, but at the time I think I was playing Asper or Blue White Control. And so I was lacking, removal for Eidolons and stuff. So I just went ahead and boarded in Commandeers, and then snatched off a Lightning Helix or something, killed his creature. I don't even know if I gain life for that. I don't think so, right? Yeah, you control of target. We'll take control, okay. Maybe you even get life for it. I can't remember, I can't recall. Lyra Dawnbringer. Hasn't really came down yet. Hasn't really come down yet. But once it will be great. Other than that, like, I'm really happy with the decklist, I gotta say. It feels decent in a lot of matchups, and now we're starting to do unfair things as well. And we need to change a couple of cards again. Alright. It's always these bugged cards there. Alright, let's join the league. Submit and play points. There we go. Johnny Hot Sauce. This guy was playing yesterday's Modern Challenge as well, and I think he, like, I just saw him in between, but I don't think he performed well. But opponent. Chibi stick. Yeah, another thing, like an idea that I had was to make a theory piece on like how I construct my decks, card choices, structure of the deck, what I expect to do, and let me know if you are generally interested in that, because I've talked about the decks, of course, but not in depth, and I also didn't go over like the real strategy behind them. So yeah, let me know if you're interested in that, and then I'm going to do that as well. We're gonna keep. It's not a perfect hand against humans. Let's see how we fare. Ooh, Boggles. Alright, our hand is horrible against Boggles. Not good against humans, horrible against Boggles. So we do have these. We also do have Commandeer, gotta say. Although I don't know if we can actually. And we have, of course, Cellular Wreckage. And then maybe Lyra, because First Strike is also pretty good. Okay, one land for our opponent. And that is definitely an alright draw. Because as long as we're just taking 2 damage a turn. Yeah, Umbra, definitely nothing that we want to have the Boggle. I want the Boggle to have. Boop, boop. I don't actually think that Commandeer is particularly good in the matchup. And he drew another. Alright, that might already be it. I don't actually know what we're drawing to here. Yeah, sure, but great. So what can save us here? I mean, we can cryptic, bounce draw, or something. Yeah, alright. Cool. Thanks for the game, mate. During the MKM series in Italy, I also was playing against Bulls and with Grixis, and there you actually have a little bit of play because you do have discard spells, and you just have more options. So let's see. I think we're taking Commandeer anyway because we have so many dead cards. Path of Exile is just super dead. We can try to raise. Spell Queller seems great. Electrolyze seems horrible. Lightning Helix will still remain in the deck just in case. This is 60. We do need Lyra. Because if we can deploy Lightning Angel and then somehow get into a Lyra mode here, and all of them have lifelink, that'd be great. Are we cutting a Commandeer? Yeah, probably. Let's first see what it does. Of course, if we can get like an Umbra to a Lightning Angel or something, that's great. Yes, we would like to play first. Let's see. Great here would be an Commandeer draw. And then we can maybe go Snapcaster Mage, flash it in, and then Commandeer us a spell. And he's not mulliganing at all, like whatsoever. And that's somehow always the case. Do not know why. My Motos somewhat favors these. Well, that is bad. So this one is a cast trigger. So I think we're gonna spell queller whatever they're gonna cast there. Try to get to a cryptic first. Another call, Spirit Dance, interesting. Definitely cannot let that resolve. Yeah. It was kind of obvious, but so if it was him, I'd not target the Slippery Bowl here, I'd target the Spirit Dancer. Alright, let's try to find a Lightning Helix. Sadly, we cannot let this... Alright, let's see. Can we go... We do have a lot of damage. Yeah, if he doesn't have life gain, we can actually just tap them 2 turns and then win that way. So let's see. Daybreak Coronet, of course, would be horrible, but we do have 10 damage. He just isn't allowed to get over 20. And he has Horizon Canopy, so he's gonna, you know, at least damage himself a little bit. Coma's Command. Okay, that's actually okay. Yes. Yeah, he's drawing a lot, but if he can't attack with it, that is actually fine, right? Oh, come on. He's shocking himself. The ethereal armor. Alright. I think we're attacking 9. Yep. So let's see, opponent. Let us see. Okay. Tap creatures, draw a card. Oops. What do you have? What do you have? A Dryad Arbor. Do not think that's gonna be enough. So he could have another path, right? But if he would have to pay a life for it, and he did it before he declared blockers. So if we bounce the Dryad Arbor here, and we also do have a Snapcaster backup in case all doesn't work out. So I think we're gonna counterbalance here. Counterbalance. 1, 2, 3, 4. This weighs dead to our Snapcaster Mage and Geist. Yeah. Got you there, got you good. Alright, let us see. Cellular Wreckage, of course, the best card that we can possibly have. Is there anything else that we can do here? I think I want to have a second Commandeer or a second Surge for Scanta. Just so we can fight more mana efficiently. Alright, that's a Cellular Wreckage, and we do have a Commandeer. So we're just trying to deploy a Snapcaster Mage and then take control over some random thing, and then we get to settle the wreckage. And hopefully, he does have a bad hand. Bogle turn 1, it's not a bad hand. Okay, alright. You know, we're fighting. Like, for our deck, this This is like the most we can hope for. Let's see if it is enough. There's a core spirit dancer. Certainly not good for us. Just provides so much value. All right. Yes. Let's see first what we're going to do here. There's a couple of things that we need to be testing now. So let's say Umbra Armor is of course already bad for us, right? So let's say we're putting up Reach and Totem Armor. Then we have a 3/2 Snapcaster Mage with Reach that doesn't die during first combat. Could of course also just kill it with this thing and opt. Alright, let's have it here. It's not the strongest card yet. So this is for each enchantment you control. Alright. Okay, that's a top. One more mana to go till sell the wreckage. Alright. Let's have him have that. Do want to get it. I don't care for the Umbra now because of the sell the wreckage, so we're gonna go after the ethereal armor to reduce the damage. Okay. We do have the mana requirements. Now we just need to make him attack here next turn with Core Firewalk as well if possible. Okay, there's Spirit Mantle. Certainly a good card, but doesn't protect him from Sell the Wreckage. Let's go. Claw Spirit Dancer is really a pain in the ass here. He just keeps putting them on Slippery Global, which becomes a 6/6 now. Yeah, we're taking 6. Okay, he's attacking with the Core Spirit Dancer as well. What reason might that have? Do not understand. Is there something I'm not thinking of? No. Apparently there isn't. Alright, let's see. Yeah, he does have protection from creatures, so it doesn't matter if we attack or not. There's another Core Spirit Dancer. So let's say we're spell quelling this. If he does have another ethereal armor, we're just plain dead. But then we could of course equip that to one of our creatures. Don't think this turn we die. I don't want to have him to have the Core Spirit Dancer. I think we're just gonna go counter tap here. Very good, because that thing. All right. So now is the big turn. I think. Yes, another Umbra. All right. Doesn't attack. Apparently scared of something, I guess. So, trample. What are we gonna do here? Are we gonna kill one of his auras? Does he have guttural response at some point? Or are we just gonna opt? I think we're gonna bottom this. We're gonna keep, alright. Yeah, keep Search Voice Counter in case we need to use Commandeer. I mean, Commandeer, of course, doubles down for us. He's not attacking. He is not attacking. Alright. Let's have a Snapcaster Mage. Put to the top. I feel like we want to kill something here of the things. Because if he goes and there's only non-creature spell, of course. If he has a gut upteak at some point, we're gonna be fucked. He's playing around Settle the Wreckage here. Gotta hand him that. So I think I'm gonna get rid of Ethereal Armor, just so we're not gonna be dead. Well, we're also reaching a point where if we draw another land and he's choosing to not attack for a couple more turns. Yes. Okay. Late cover scouts. Do we care for that? We actually might. That thing doesn't have flying. So now we actually can. Oh no, it does have reach. Okay. It does have reach indeed. So we still have Commandeer up. Daybreak Carnet. Yeah, can't do anything against it. Okay, Aritmisa. Now we could go for a Surge, but if we go for a Surge, we don't have Commandeer anymore as a backup, so I'm not going for it. I'm pretty certain that he's just waiting for a Garotique here. That might have been a reason not to play the Lightning Bolt there. Alright, now he's attacking. Alright, we got there. Yeah. Don't know why you're showing us your hand. A lot of more stuff, but we got there. Great. Great, great, great. Slippery Bogles. Of course, Supreme Verdict wouldn't have been good enough there. So glad that we did have access to sell the wreckage. Hitum. Yep. Hip. The control mirror. This is problematic. But we do have the Commandeers. So let's see if they bring us to another glorious win. We need more lands. None of this. Alright, that's a land. Now we only need one more land. Theater room. Interesting. I'm gonna fetch for a non-basic here. And gonna bolt him. Yep. Just so our Snapcaster Mage isn't completely useless next turn. And then we might be able to fight on his turn. Alright, let's deploy the Snapcaster. He obviously wants to deploy something, right? Only thing I'm really scared of right now is actually nothing. Like, we could get here a white source and then have path to exile up and be able to of course, and if we get to get a red source though. Yeah, we're getting a red source just so we can double bolt a potential Jace. Oh, he's also Jeskai, alright. So he's also playing the bolts. Yep. So he's probably Teferi. Alright. No land drop for him as well. Let's see. Alright. Gonna deploy Spellqueller here. He must have some sort of removal and stuff, but that's still fine. If he goes after our Spellqueller, that means our Lightning Angel isn't getting the... Alright. Let's see what we have here. Put to the bottom so we actually draw a land card. Interesting. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go ahead here. Kill the Hallowed Fountain. Triple blue source. Okay, so what might he be playing that would warrant us to play around a counterspell? Don't think anything, right? I'm just going for it here. I think so. I think we're just going for it. I fetched triple blue there, of course, because of Cryptic. Now we're seeing a Path of Exile, yes, but that also grants us access to more lands, which we actually don't have that many or more of, basics, I mean. So let's see. Yeah, there's Jace. Alright. And he's resetting his deck. So it's a 4 mana brainstorm here. I think Search is certainly a good card. We're gonna kill that thing. Play Search. Another one. Oh, that was a mistake, mate. That was a bad mistake. That was so bad. Alright, cool. Cool. So he gifted us a Jace. Yes, please. To the graveyard. Yes, flip. Oh, beautiful. Well, let's see if he also has Teferis that he wants to throw under the bus, but apparently he doesn't. Or maybe he does, or maybe he doesn't. Tudum. Search for Scanton. Sure. Not the best pickup here. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, now we want to fight on their turn. I think they're pretty inclined to do something here. If we can safely deploy a Geist, then Right, what is that? A cryptic command. I'm gonna go ahead here and counter draw. And negate. Okay. Sure. Nope. I'm actually not at the point where I want to run into their spells, into their counter magic. So no land drop there. Of course, Electrolyze can be really good in the matchup. But we need either more lands or a counter spell, yes. Or both. Alright, so we can go deploy Askanta, deploy Geist, have a counter spell up. Okay, there's a cryptic command. Might have another logic knot though. So we're fighting about this. And then we are going to resolve the Geist. He also drew pretty well, one has to say. One really has to say. Sure. I'm gonna go with a hollowed fun here. Alright. So let's see what he comes up with now. We do have a couple of removal spells, 1 mana removal spells. Now we're drawing lands, great. He has 4 cards in hand. So I would assume him to not do anything apparently. Just go down to 5. Sure. Lightning helixing us. He wants to turn the corner now. Okay. Sure. I'm not going to fetch. Alright, now we have lethal. Sure. We still gotta keep our cards still close to our chest here. A little bit of card advantage, but yeah, what's he going for here? Okay, now the land. That doesn't help him. Alright, let's see. If he has a counter spell, how does he kill us here? We have a bolt, we have a light electrolyze, yeah, we can have everything, right? 8. And we have maximum 8 mana. But it doesn't feel great here to just play. Like, he has one more card. I expect it to be a Snapcaster Mage. Just going to attack first. We do have that one turn. I mean, this one's lethal anyway in combination with the Lightning Bolt. Alright, so now we can actually see what he's going to do if we deploy this one as well. That might also be a mistake, right? Because then we would run into a Alright, there we go. Great. We actually won a game against a control deck. That's new. Sorry. So I do think that we do want to have these 4. And I mean, he's also playing Search for Scanter, right? So this might come in handy, but probably it's not worth it. So we are gonna get a Jace, guys. We are gonna get a Jace. We could cut all the Path to Exiles. Is that good enough? We didn't show the Lightning Angel, so pretty happy with that. Spell Quarter is not the best in the matchup, but it would still give us a couple of, like, because of the Lightning Angel, it would give us a couple of lands, I assume, that we otherwise wouldn't have access to. Yeah, let's run back. Keep. You know what? We can also steal Search for Scandals if he goes for a turn 2. Oh man, I'm having so much fun here. Having so much fun. Alright, let's go with this one first. Yeah, there's the Search. No, it's not. Even better. Even better. Even better, I mean. Oh, there's another Commandeer, the best draw in the history of mankind, maybe ever. Alright, we're just gonna play an island here, it doesn't really matter for us. So we can pitch an Electrolyze and a Commandeer to a Commandeer. We do have a Commandeer in our graveyard then. That doesn't affect the flashback though. So flashbacking a Commandeer is certainly not the best thing you could be doing. Alright, so let's opt again. Put that to the bottom because we still are looking for lands, not the right type of land though. Alright, but this way we can end of turn Snapcaster Mage if we really want to. If we really want to. Let's see what he does. Is it a cryptic? It is a cryptic, right? No, it's just a logic knot. All right. Okay. And then we do have a red source. Okay, so there's search for Scanza. I think we're gonna go ahead and cryptic counter draw here. He probably has something. We could also go Commandeer. And then whatever he does in response to that, like Commandeer. With this and with the other Commandeer, then we do not get the Jace that we want to have, but Search for Scanta might even be. But we only get control, right? Yeah, we don't actually get counter target spell, draw card. I think when it flips, we're fucked, basically. Oh. And now, are we exiling these two, or are we exiling these two? Maybe this and this. What did I do? Whew. That was close. I thought I fucked it up completely there. Come on, Lightning Angel. Lightning Angel. Well, we did find our own search for Scanza. That's also good. Doesn't have a land drop as well. Yes, to the graveyards, and currently no, we don't want to flip. I already thought that I like targeted Commandeer with Commandeer, and then it just fizzled because it like, you know, that would have been horrible though. Sure. Get rid of your bolts, mate. Now we're seeing a Snapcaster. How are we gonna do something against it? Oh, I think we're gonna let that resolve. Then play our own Snapcaster. Have Logic Knot up. Kill the thing. He has to kill our Snapcaster Mage. We do have Logic Knot, as I said. And then he's probably trying to, you know, like, okay, he's only got one card in hand. What could it be? Like, what's the worst case scenario? And then we're actually making a good trade here. We have 3 more lands, a couple more lands in play, I would have to say. Nope. Alright, are we gonna go ahead here? So we can opt, but then we do not have access to our Logic Knot, so probably not. We're just gonna attack here. Need 1 more land in order for our colonnade to be of use. So opponent being super aggressive here. So this is actually not bad, but we're probably gonna draw a land at some point anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this here. See what he does. He doesn't have cryptic and logic knot, so if he wants to cryptic it, we're gonna counter the cryptic, and then we're gonna attack with lots. Okay, so he might of course have a dispel. What happens if he does have a dispel? Then we can go get in with a colonnade. We get a search for counter draw. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay. Yes, to the graveyard. Yes, this time we want to flip search. Okay, and then for opponent. Okay, that was quite obvious that he would do that at some points. But I'm still totally fine with that. I exchange. Now our colonnade is a little bit safe. Fair, I need to say. So, are we gonna go with the cryptic here? Or with the electrolyze? Probably with the cryptic, right? But then he does know about it. But then he'll only play around the cryptic. Maybe. Okay, so there's a Geist. We do have 8 mana, if I'm correct. No, 9 mana? Oh, 8. Good. So, we actually don't have Geist and cryptic and stuff. So if he has multiple counter spells, then we are fucked. But let's see. He could also be just stranded with 1 or 2 planeswalkers in play. Okay, apparently he's just being super aggressive here. Maintaining to be super aggressive. Okay, I expect him to go ahead here and try to block with a colonnade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That leaves him with 1 counterspell probably. So we're gonna bounce the colonnade, so we have 2 clean shots. What the fuck is this? Yeah, almost. Almost, mate. Almost. Counter draw, target spell, draw a card. We should have bounced the colonnade. That was a mistake. Now we actually might lose. Oh my goodness, we should have bounced the colonnade. Yeah, he's now attacking with Celestial. No, it's actually Teferi. That is better. One, 2, 3, 4. Go. Alright. Nice draws, GG. Fuck. No, it's fucker. Alright. Off to round number 3. We won against control. I want to say it's due to Commandeer, right? That was huge. huge card disadvantage, if I may say. So no, but it was quite fun. Commandeer certainly not the worst in that game spot, and I think I'll try it a little bit more. I should have shown him more Snapcaster Mage, right? Yeah, I should have shown him more Snapcaster Mage. Do you think Laka is also a six-letter word, so probably he meant Laka, right? Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, he's somewhat right, somewhat correct. All right, our hand is horrendous against Affinity. Horrendous. truly, truly bad. And that is an insane draw, start, pick up, whatever. All right. We don't even have. Actually, I might have like considered to mulligan here. I didn't. I was still talking about it and didn't even think about us not having access to 3 blue mana here, not even 2. Another Arcbound Ravager, alright. What is that? Well, we're not giving up yet. We're not giving up. Our Field of Ruin is a strip mine. Our Path to Exiles are great, and we're just taking 3 here. And apparently he doesn't have a 3-drop in hand. Otherwise he would have played it, so I'm expecting a... So we definitely need blue. What else do we need? Probably red. Okay. Alright. Let's see if we can find a removal spell. Close. Alright. Cool. Gonna play Sacred Foundry tapped here. Why would we, you know, pretend here? We'll just get the same amount of damage. Don't think that is... Yep. As good as Arcbound Ravager, yeah, so is against removal. Like, it's not good if you don't have anything going on. They attack for 4. They could, of course, sacrifice a bunch of things. They almost need to. Oh, he does have 10 infect, of course. Yeah, well, we couldn't have done anything. All right, so this year, you know what? Commandeer's still coming in. Because of Karn, Lyra Dawnbringer, one of this here. It's one of that actually. 6/1 cards. Need to get rid of 1 card. Probably 1 Lightning Angel. Alright. So this time we would like to start, and yes, we do have a good hand. Alright, let's go. So we already have him out against an edge champion later down the road. Man, but this guy, he's bringing rest in peace. Sure. That is not a problem for us, to be honest. We cut all of our logic knots and search for scantas, and we're just fighting on even ground here. As far as I'm concerned, we need to fetch a white source. With this flooded strand. That's something that will die. But I think, you know, I'm not gonna kill anything this turn. But get a sweet 3 for 1. I mean, in this spot, Electrolyte's even better than Color Guns Command, right? Well, can't exactly use Commandeer. But we're also not drawing another blue card. Yeah, we've boarded out a couple of our blue cards, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe Commandeer is a little bit of a stretch here. And we're gonna reduce it on game 3 to just to just 1 copy and bring back a Lightning Angel. There's an outbound Ravager and a Volt Scourge. Sure. So there's one apparently expensive card in hand. It's either an edge champion that he doesn't want to throw under the bus, or it indeed is Karn. So we already have all the mana for 2 hard cards to Commandeer here. Just need 2 more turns. Okay, no play here. Almost certain that he's playing around with something. We're taking off the Outbound Ravager. He would need to sacrifice 3 things. Yeah, he doesn't even get the trigger. Just needs to not cast a Karn for 1 more turn, and then it's fine. Damping Sphere, man, what's this guy boarding? What the fuck? Yeah, sure. Have your Damping Sphere. Sure. There's a Cranial playing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think we're just taking it, right? takes us to the Volt Scourge. There's no good thing here that we could be doing. I do not understand. Non-creature spell. It's a non-creature spell, right? Yeah, that should be ours here. Apparently there's a bug with Moto. Comes into play under our control then. I'm pretty certain that that's how this works. Great. That is just great. Well, now it's fucked up. So he has mana to instantly equip it to another. So 3 next turn should still be fine. If he even goes to attack into our colonnade. Damn it. Like the cranial plating, without it, we would have had way other play patterns here. So this allows us to... So he's not gonna be able to play Karn this turn. Man, this sucks. The fuck was that? I'm knight. So I'm splitting, of course, all the time now because of Damping Sphere. We're gonna block with our Celestial Colonnade if it comes to it. One, two, three, four. Yeah. If he has a Galvanic Blast to kill our Colonnade, cannot settle the wreckage anymore, but can do it afterwards. Cancel. I'm gonna leave that one up. Man, that fucks me up. We should get control over enchantments, planeswalkers, artifacts, all that type of thing. Just gonna go for another blue source here to have almost everything that we need. Springleaf Drum. What else do you have, opponents? We're just drawing opts, but opt is not drawing into anything. Okay, that's a good card. There's Karn, right? And there's an edge champion. Well, let's try to catch it. He does have a Blinkmoth Nexus, though. Which we need to find another opt. This is strange. I feel like we cast already more than, like... Yeah, that's good. Don't have to sacrifice our own spell quota then. See, all this wouldn't be a problem. Like if we had just gotten the cranial plating, all of this wouldn't be a problem. We also have Lyra, right? Yeah, we do have Lyra in here, which would be a great draw, of course, because cranial plating is just good against it. So I think we're not going to deploy Snapcaster Mage here. Just let him run into it. Now the Snapcaster Mage, sure. This is shitty. Also, we still have like Stony Silences, you know, and all that. We have so many cards in our deck against Affinity, and we have not drawn, like, except for the Cell Direction, we haven't drawn any. That is insane. Just saying. Single pass, yeah, certainly not. Alright, there's Stony Silence, alright. So, now we have some things going on. So the thing I'm going to block here, instead of using, I mean, it's just 1 damage though, but if he can kill our spell queller at some point, then we're just facing an edge champion that we cannot get rid of. He fails to find. Okay, good draw. You just gotta talk about your sideboard cards, right? Then they feel embarrassed and then they just show up. Another one. Alright. So Commandeer is going to be thrown out here. Um, Apparently it is a little bugged, or I'm just, I don't know, maybe it's just me. So maybe that's coming in again. Sure. I was 100% sure that you get control over artifacts, planeswalkers, and enchantments, and they come into play under your control. Not a great hand, but it is fine. Our opponent is going down a little. Definitely need to find white. Okay, there's white. That's good. So we don't have double blue or anything like that anymore. So we can go. There's a damping sphere. Man, this doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, he wants to cast more than we do during one spell a turn, right? And we have more mana. I don't understand. I mean, yeah, sure, it's some counter against Snapcaster Mage, but other than that, like, zero. Well. Anyhow, I think we're gonna go and opt here first. As I said, we can split the difference pretty neatly. There's an opt again. So we're gonna kill this thing this turn. Cannot really do much during his turn. Then we can opt. And then we have a spell queller. That's fine. Okay, yes. So probably not match champion this turn. I would take the spell queller if I were him, if I was him. Yep. Signal passed, sure. So this is also, I don't know, like what he was protecting there. Could be Karn, could be. Nope. Bottom. Okay, Silver Wreckage, that is actually a good card. So we're gonna play this here. No, we're actually not playing Field of Ruin, doesn't make any sense. Cannot Snapcaster this turn, so we cannot Field of Ruin and then Bolt, because we already have our basic mountain. Yeah, I think, okay, there's another Inkmoth Nexus. Sure, if he like goes for this line every turn now, I think I'm just gonna go after his lands, right? Which ones are more important though? Probably gonna go for this because we still have a lot of life to work with, and then just take 2. So we need another white source. Probably going for Sacred Foundry here. Do have another blue source, so we do have double sources on everything. We also do have a Ceremonious Rejection now, which is pretty good. I mean, yeah, why not? So now I'm thinking just killing this thing here, and then going after these two with either Electrolyze if we draw it, or with our cellular wreckage. We also still have access to our graveyard, which is great. Well, makes things easier. And also still, like, Ceremonious Rejection was our first sideboard card there. On that, we didn't find one yet. Yeah, don't care about that. So he's not even attacking, doesn't care here. Are we playing our spell queller? Yeah, I think so. We still have a couple of good cards in our hands. And keep drawing lands. Well, angels. I want to have some angels. Lightning angels. Lyra. All those sexy angels. No, it's actually pretty. Like both, all of them are to have a really, really nice artwork. So what are we doing here? Archmon Ravager, of course, cannot live. Also because he doesn't need to attack with it. It's even more important that we deal with it. So we're just gonna take up our clock here. Go ahead, play Snapcaster. And then Ceremonious Rejection it. Actually, to be honest, I think this might be a misplay. Ceremonious Rejection, of course, is the first target for me because we can use bolts to their face, also as a flashback. But problematic is that, so they're racing us now. Okay, we're dealing more damage than you, mate. Problematic is that if we don't have a counter spell for like Mage Champion or Karn, even worse, then we might actually be behind here. Okay, so this time we're gonna go ahead and kill 2. Doesn't have a land source anymore. Old Scourge, yes. So this allows us to play Snapcaster Mage and then flashback Silver Wreckage. So I'm just gonna go and keep attacking. Yeah, I thought that he did want to sacrifice his Old Scourge there. That's a Blinkmoth Nexus. What happens if we just go let this resolve and then he goes to 6, bolt him next turn instead? Alright guys, just gonna cut the video for a couple of seconds, going, doing some other stuff, and then I'll be back. I'll just fuse the videos. Alright guys, I'm back. Haven't figured out yet what Commandeer really is doing in this context. Maybe I'm just super wrong, and I've been playing it wrong for like years, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Also, I don't find anything. Commandeer rules MTG. Commander rules, no. We need to join the game, yes. Here it doesn't say anything about permanence. We would like Marijani. Okay, that's a keep. So certainly one of the better keeps in our deck that we're capable of. As long as there's no Tarmogoyf coming down anytime soon, we should be doing fine. Humans would be great. I'm sitting on a weird chair here. Blackleaf Cliffs. Alright. So this is probably more Pyromancer, right? So he's taking over Snapcaster Mage or our Logic. Probably Snapcaster Mage though. We need to be a little bit careful about the way we fetch because of Blood Moon. So I'm probably gonna fetch. Okay, interesting. So maybe that's already for the Blood Moon to protect it. So that means, how are we gonna do this best? Fetching this for a blue source, trying to get another blue source with this would mean this needs to have two colors, right? Blue source, white source, red source. Oh, then we just don't decide right now. Because I don't care. I do not care. It feels like this should be a alright, it's Junt. Alright. No worries about Blood Moon anymore. And our Field of Ruin is actually good. Yeah, sure. Spell Queller. So what does that mean? Does that mean he's light on resources? Light on removal spells? Possibly. Another thing to keep in mind here. Oh, search for Scanter. Certainly gonna play that one. So Liliana, not a problem. Goyf, problematic. Yeah. I even said it in the beginning. It's a little annoying. No, we need to find not the bolt. No. Yeah, let's go to the graveyard. Alright. I mean, Fate's treating us well. So then, of course, he does have enough mana for Bloodbraid Elf. Might already go for it here. Let's see what it finds. Colligan's Command. Oh my god. So we're not gonna kill anything yet. So he has to discard, make us discard. We're discarding a bolt, and then we're gonna kill both. The ugly bolt. Now this is coming down. Our search for kind of flips as well. And Colligan's Command is gone, which I actually like a lot. And from here we can start moving up the ladder again. So he's thinking about what he should do. Yeah. So because we can bolt snap the Tarmogoyf, but we do have a better option. So Surge is going to flip. It'll then find us a couple of good cards. He also cannot attack us with this treetop. Oh. No, I actually don't want to put that into my graveyard. So let's see. We do have access to the logic knot, so we're just gonna wait and see here. Don't want to run our guys into a Liliana that he probably protects in his hand. Alright, so he's coming around with a treetop village. I think we're just gonna take it here for now. More important to me that we do have a search for scans activation. Yeah. If we go for it here, Field of Ruin, we could also snap Bolt. We can always do that, right? Oh my god, and we fizzled here. That's the first time that I ever fizzled with Search for Scans, but that's a punishment. Now, oh fuck. Alright, at least it makes this turn better for us. Better in the sense that we actually are more efficient in what we do. Okay. He has enough man lands for me to still go for a bolt here. He could, of course, be sandbagging a Dark Confidant, but he could also be sandbagging a Raging Ravine, and then okay, no play. Interesting. Okay, to the bottom. Good draw, good draw, good draw. So now we do have the Snapcaster Mage as a protection against Liliana. And I don't know what he could be having in hand, right? It's not discard. Certainly, I mean, he would have deployed Liliana last turn, if that was the thing. Oh my god, that is unlucky. Alright, let's bring in Lyra. Let's bring in one recipes. I would be bringing in Commandeer, as you know. But we're gonna take out the guys here, and I'm fine with this. Now that he's aware of the guys, it's, you know, not as good anymore, of course. We could also be taking out 2 spell quarters here and bring these in. Because John just has a lot of removal and, you know. Okay, we're gonna keep here because we do have an exceptionally good hand. We just miss a couple of land drops. There's a land drop. And we do have a rest in peace, so we don't care about Goyfs anymore. And Kolaghan's command gets worse. Ooze gets worse. You know, all these things get worse. Of course, our Snapcaster Mages also get worse, but it's still better that our Snapcaster Mages then are 2-1s and their Goyfs at 0. Alright. Sure. Well, it's actually a little bit problematic. If we want to kill this, then we don't have access to blue. But that's pretty. I mean, it's not great. Certainly isn't great. Hopefully we're not getting punished for this. Now a Fulminator Mage and we're just dead. Okay, Lyra. Yeah. Just need any land so that we can actually get to blue. Alright, there's a blue source. Great. That was stressing me out a little bit. I mean, yeah, take whatever you want. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and opt in response here. Put Snapcaster to the bottom because it's like not good. And I'm probably just bold the Liliana. I assume. I know he's gonna take the Lightning Helix, but by the way, now our Lightning Angels are bigger than anything in John's deck, which is great. Alright, ticking up here. So this way we can get rid of this one. There's a failed push, so it's just us and Liliana. Spellquella, of course, would be great now. There's a Lightning Angel. Complicating everything again. But I do not think that we can just let her tick up and hope for another land here. That's probably not the way to go. 0-1 Tarmogoyf. It hurts, it really does. But we need to get rid of Liliana. Oops. Landing Knot isn't great. I mean, we're not being threatened here as of now. But it is getting worse. Okay, I think we're gonna get another blue source, right? I mean, Philippine, he still has mana and cannot do it. Alright. Now we need an Lightning Angel. something. We might have, if we electrolyze there, I mean he had just too many discard spells. Okay, that's a lightning bolt. Something. So we're buying ourselves a little bit of time here. And we're making our top decks better. Snapcaster Mage good. Spell quality good. Another Vegana, yes. Alright, now it's any land is good. Any angel is good. Any spell quality is good. Position, sure. Okay. Now we're coming in. Coming through here. And Celestial Colonnade now by default is the biggest thing on the battlefield. Or Confidence, certainly a good draw. But we drew a. Well, Logic, no, not so good. Well, let's. I'd like to activate you. Bloodbraid. Making our colonnade 2-turn clock. Abrupt Decay could kill Rest in Peace. Is it all going south now? Is it all going south? Alright, still 2-turn clock. We're taking 6, so we shouldn't be dead next turn. He still has a confident in play. Like, there's no way that he deals 12 damage next turn. Right? We also know one of the cards that he's going to draw. And Bloodbraid Elf just kills him. Alright, there's an Inquisition. We're going to attack no matter what. No matter what. Or are we? Pace cost, alright. No Spellbomb. Get a redraw. Do you guys think that he'll draw into a removal spell here? And if so, alright, so GG. Mary Jane, Mary Jane. So our draws didn't line up well. Our opponent actually managed to grind pretty well. Good, I didn't activate the wrong one. Yep. Alright, off to the last league match here on Magic Online with God's Shadow. Yeah, you can tell I'm in a good mood, and I also received response in terms to what Yeah, so it's a bug of Modo. So people tell me that it is actually something you can do with Commandeer. Is it time for 5-0? Is it time, guys? I do feel it. I do feel it. It is the time of the year. And we're gonna put the finishing blow with the lightning angel. By the way, John has had a phenomenal weekend. As far as I know, SCG was overrun by John, preying on all the humans and elves players. Although, I mean, good humans player can also beat John. And then there was a lot of elves, and then there was the MKM series, which was also a John player finishing second place. And yeah, so John's making somewhat of a resurgence here, and now we've also seen like in the morning, and now we've seen a couple of John players, and so people apparently figured out what they want to do with Johns, and all the better that we're playing Lightning Angels. I mean, previously, Bloodbraid Elf is a great value card, but you have to think about what you really want to do in your deck, right? Junt as it is right now has a pretty low power level. It's only carried by Tarmogoyf and by Lilianas. So if we compare that to our Grixis list, it is quite the same, but our Grixis list makes it up with counter spells, so that you just have less bad matchups, combo matchups, for instance, and synergies. And Junt doesn't have as many synergies, it's like, all right, so Bloodbraid finds a Liliana or something, and okay, cool. But that's why, generally speaking, I think Junt is not like, you cannot play 4 Bloodbraid elves and just call it a day. You still need some late game threat, like I don't know, whatever, that provides you with value on an empty board that does more than die to a bolt and find maybe a fatal push or something. And yeah, so again, we're starting off with a completely blue hand here against an opponent that is playing with a fast creature deck. I mean, we gotta slow him down. Well, let's see. Field of Ruin, so it might be Value Town, I assume. Palestine 93. Our opponent, probably now that he sees where Jeskai is, wondering about what. Oh, Lightning Angel. I'm gonna play this one tapped here. Not the Noble Hierarch. So he's actually a little bit stuck on mana here. A little stuck on mana. So we're gonna kill the Witness before both we take a lot of damage, and then okay, so he's not stuck on mana. Vizier of Remedies. So he's playing the combo, which is a little annoying as well without our removal spells. Man, he has 7 mana. That's quite a draw by opponent there. Yeah, now he just goes comboing off. So I think I'm just gonna return here, draw a card. So we just don't straight up run into a combo. He's going to company in response, yeah, sure. Maybe even Court of Calling. Okay, it's a court. For 4. Oh, shall I? Damn it. Yeah. That's even more problematic. Oh man, we're gonna take a beating here. Post board looks better though. I mean, it's just, you know, it's our hands. So let's try to kill this thing here, because it was a little bit. Not careful with how we sequence this. Unless, of course, no, sure, yeah, Shalai has another ability. Alright, I'm gonna call it a day here. Man. Well, Electrolyze would have been good at certain points, not anymore. This is horrible. Like, we need to have a Snapcaster Mage in order to get rid of the, or a Path, of course, but in order to get rid of the Shalai. Several creatures draw a card. Really annoying that shit. Now he even has a company. What? Man. Another court? A third court? No, second one, sorry. I just got a pop, alright. I mean, this is not great for us, of course, but it's still like manageable if we draw a path now. Yeah, no, that's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it. Alright, so we have to be careful of Shalai. He still doesn't know a lot about our deck. Do you wanna this one out. Commandeer, of course, always shit. You cannot really use it the way you want to. We do want to have 2 dispels. I do want to have this as well. And then probably still Rest in Peace, still relevant. He is playing with his graveyard more than we do, I think. And then we're just gonna bring in a couple cryptics here. Again, two cryptics. Maybe not cryptics. Maybe logic notes. As soon as we confirm him playing curses, we could also be bringing 2 opts. Is that enough? Alright. We do need a freaking bolt. Just a bolt. Alright, not turn 1 play. That's something at least. Thought we'd just try this one to the bottom. All right, let's focus again. We don't want to screw this up. I do want to win this. There's just Selfless Spirit, which is not very problematic. We do need double blue, but we do not need triple blue. There's a bolt. That is good. Makes a lot of things easier here. So I first want to see what he does here. I think I might even be considering to path it, because if he goes like Eternal Witness, get it back. Alright, let's take the 2 damage first, see what he does. Because that would be worst case scenario, right? And I also don't want to give him a mana, because for Shalai, he needs to have 7. Ah, there we go. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Yeah. Go ahead, get yourself a land. Well, good play there. Good play. Right, now we're gonna kill this thing. Not the land, not great. But now I do wanna I wanna run this Eternal Witness into one of our Snapcasters. Or maybe not. Maybe we just give him the opportunity to witness something back again. To use his collected company, I mean. We don't even know if he's still playing it because of Shalai. He might play other stuff. Yeah, what that looks like. All right. Boys, nope, Hyrak. Yep. So we're definitely gonna go after the boys here. Yes. It's not attacking. Right, pretty telling opponent, pretty telling. Alright, so I'm expecting at least a company here. Certainly on top. Kill that. The problem here is that he has so many fucking basics that we can't run him out of basic lands anytime soon. That's a company. No, that's a court. Court for 3. Okay. See what 3 gives you. Knight of the Reliquary, sure. We're also gonna kill that here. I do not even care. Don't even care. Don't want to let it untap. Then he gets a Gavany Township, and then all the shit starts over again. Yeah, as I said, he has like shitloads of mana. One of the perks of playing something like that. Another company, or shall I? Okay. Now, of course, we cannot get rid of Shalai anymore, which is horrible. And he can just pump his stuff. We brought in Settle the Wreckage, so why did this? We still do have a couple of decent draws, I gotta say. That's too late. That's not one of them. Oh man. Can't believe it. How much value. Yeah, 4 in the air. Can't do anything about it. And shall I? Just pumping things up. Yeah, this is so problematic. Alright, we can kill Shalai. That of course doesn't make anything better. Especially if he draws an Eternal Witness. But am I mistaken here? You can only get up to 5, right? You need 6 for this. Oh yeah, you can get it. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's also playing Ebony Township, sure. Yeah, I knew I should have waited for him to activate the Knights. There's no reason not to do so. But if he just lets us pass priority, then we're just dead. And now we need a path or sell the wreckage, or we just die. Cannot believe it. Cannot believe it. Come on, fate. Give us a silver wreckage. Silver wreckage. Sure. Redraw. Close. Too late. Too little. Alright. Alright, my Pathfinder group apparently has